Yeah. Get down. 2 times. Get down. Don't care. Get down. Like that. 1 time. Hands up in the air, we're gonna wave them like we don't care. 1 time. 2 times. There's a party in the air and you can bet your ass I'll be there. Tonight. All night. Ran today. I'm on the scene.
Zach,
Kev, we're back.
welcome back. Let's try to get this. Hopefully we have better luck today
Yes.
than we did last week.
Absolutely. Need it.
We want to apologize for last week, right? It was kind of out of control. The internet just wasn't doing us well,
Wasn't working with us at all.
and it was not working with us at all. But here we are. So we all got up this morning, right? We all got up, watched a little hockey, little USA
hockey.
Dude, I'll tell you what, it was great. 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down for it.
I love it.
I was down for it.
Hell yeah.
So why don't we get in? Why don't we do a little hockey? Why don't we go off of, we're not just about the pigskin.
Mm-hmm.
We're also about the puck and the ice, So here we go. Oh, oops. Here we go. Right here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. My thing went all crazy here. Hold on. Oh, I know what I did. Boom. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, all right. Here we go. All right. Men's hockey. All right. Wow. What a game. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So the men and women both winning gold.
Both won gold.
I texted you this morning. Yeah, and I always do that. I forget I have gum in my mouth.
Yeah, you're chomping.
I'm chomping away here. But yeah, USA comes out quickly. What? 1-0. 1-0.
Nothing. Yep. Early. And then it was bound to happen, but Canada ended up tying it. It was inevitable. I mean, they have an incredible team.
Yeah.
But,
and it looked like. I mean, I think I saw the shots. It was like, at one point, 37 shots to like 15.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were killing us. They had they had like over 20 more shots than the USA.
But our goalie, holy smokes. If it wasn't for that goalie, it would have been like 10-1.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. He played an incredible game.
Incredible game. And how about Hughes? What is about 6 minutes left? High stick to the face. To the face.
Yep.
Loses his teeth.
Couple teeth. 2 teeth right on his left side.
A couple teeth. And dude, what a disappointing 4-minute power play. Holy smokes.
Yep.
It was terrible. And then he gets a penalty,
Yep.
which puts Canada up.
It was
USA
like a minute
defense.
It was like a minute of 3-on-3, and then Canada had like a minute and a half, I think, of the power play.
Yeah. And then, and then goes in overtime, and I think we texted, like, USA needs to score now. Like,
early.
They got to score early, score quickly, and lo and behold, Hughes, no teeth, shoots one in the 5-hole and wins it. You know what
Great
I mean?
shot. Yeah, they had 3-on-1. They stole it. 3-on-1. It was a great shot. 5-hole.
Yeah.
USA wins for the first time in 46 years.
Since 1980, the miracle.
Yep, miracle.
Right
on
up
ice.
here in sunny Lake Placid.
Placid.
Yeah. So I did a little digging on this. So the men and women's both win gold.
Yep.
Which I looked it up. I was like, what is the stat on that? Like, what countries have done that? And the only country is right here is Canada. Canada has done it 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got? They before this Was it just twice? Twice. 2002, 2010, right? Oh, and 2014.
Yeah, 2014. Yep.
And this is the first time that the U.S. men's and women's both have won it. The women have won it, I think, a few years ago,
Did they? I didn't know that.
I believe so. I should probably have had that up and ready. But congratulations to USA.
Yep. Huge victory.
And since we're in Olympic season here, I have the medal count. And this was as of about 20 minutes before we went on. Okay. So Norway leading the medal count with 41, USA 33, 12 gold medals, 12 silver. And the home country, Italy, holding strong up there.
Yeah, I was
surprised.
What I mean? There we go, Italy.
I do not see Jamaica up there. But how about now? This is going back a week or so. But how about the USA bobsled team? Did you see that footage?
I didn't see the footage. No, bobsled.
Do you know what I'm talking? You have no idea what I'm talking about. I wish I had it up. So USA, it's the 4-man bobsled.
Yeah.
And I actually watched a video of Jason Kelsey went to the training facility to just to see how it all goes. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow. Like just the dynamics of everything, the push off, everything. And USA goes up for their first trial run on the 4-man. And they look like the Jamaican bobsled team, their first run. They all fell out of the goddamn sled on the start, except for the driver. like all that training, all the years of training, and it comes down, dude. It was, and somebody put the Jamaican bobsled team. He's like, we can't be beat. But let's get some news around the league. So we got some news. This is a big one. Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb, both released. It looks like the Dolphins are kind of
cleaning house.
They got a new coach. There's rumors that Micah Fitzpatrick is on the trading block.
Minka Fitzpatrick, the defensive guy. Yeah.
So what do you think of this Tyreek Hill? Like Chubb, obviously, he's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Tyreek is a special case. I was thinking,
go ahead.
When it first came out, I was like, oh, he can actually help a team possibly, and then I started thinking horrible leg injury, a little bit of a diva. Whoever gets him might not have him for that long. So I think he could still be good though. Say he went back to the Chiefs, or or Buffalo. I feel like if he went to Buffalo and he could bomb the ball to him with Josh Allen's arm, he still could be quick, but who knows if it's worth it for Tyreek Hill.
He's got to go somewhere where it's disciplined because, and this is my opinion, but I believe he is the hugest asshole. I hope I know he's a weapon.
Yeah.
But he is such an asshole.
He's not the best to have on your team, around the league or whatever, but performance-wise, he plays well. That first couple of years in Miami with Tua, he led the league in receiving. I think receiving yards. He was insane.
Yes.
Then again, he did have the bad leg injury. He's getting older, so who knows? But I think he comes back this year and makes a name for himself wherever he does go, but he might have some problems with him.
Oh, yeah. Now, you remember it was the beginning of the year, and he got arrested, right? Remember that? You don't have to give your opinion on it. My opinion is he was kind of being a diva, and the cop was like, roll down the window, whatever.
Yep.
So whatever your opinion is of it, it is what it is. So the cop that pulled him over, and I don't know if you've seen this, he put out a tweet He's retired now. And I would like to read it to you and all the audience. You know what I mean? Here we go. So this is from Danny Torres is his name. And I love that whoever Star Dust Funk is so it's Danny Torres with Star Dust Funk and Terry Torres. So I'm going to read this to you, okay? Right. Now, this is the retired cop who originally pulled him over. So he's like, I guess it took a bit, but karma got you. Now that I'm retired, I can tell how I feel about you. You're an entitled asshole, an embarrassment to the team, the city that kissed your ass. I wish you the best and hope that you are able to afford all the child support, especially now that you're unemployed. But I'm sure someone will pick you up, and you will cause havoc in their team and their city, just how you did in Miami. By the way, next time, roll your effing window down.
That's awesome.
I just thought that was it was pretty funny. Like,
yeah, that's fitting.
Agree with what? Sure. Yeah, I mean, agree with it what you will and what you won't. I mean, I thought that his press conference after that game was very unprofessional. He's like sipping on a soda and he's kept having the straw, and it was just a very arrogant, very arrogant way. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, you know, it's tragedy and I hope we can get through this, but that's Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, anything to add to this Tyreek? I mean, do you want the Patriots? I mean, I heard that there's rumors that Diggs is kind of going to be on the out as well. You know what I mean?
I think he might be. Yeah, I mean, Tyreek, like, then again, a deep bomb. Drake May's got a great accuracy deep ball, so
right.
It could be nice for the team, but then again, like, I just feel like, I don't know, like, veteran in the locker room, sure, I get it, but Tyreek might not be the guy. But like you said, New England is pretty damn disciplined with Vrabel and them, like, so.
Right.
So,
and it's not like it's veteran leadership coming. Yeah. He'll probably be fine for a year.
Yeah.
You know, he was, well, I mean, remember when he came to Miami, he was like, I went from a Ferrari to a Pinto with Tua. I don't know if you remember that comment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's not someone that you want to necessarily go for in terms of like like a team player at all, but
right.
Who knows?
And is he going to lose a step? Is he going to lose a step? It was a pretty big injury as well.
Oh, really bad. Mean? Yeah. So, we'll have to see. Overall, no, I wouldn't want the Patriots to pick him up. No.
Right. You would say thanks, but no thanks. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
So in other news here, you know, a Pro Bowl, Shedeur Sanders, Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders with 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Boy, oh boy, is the Pro Bowl a joke. You know what I mean? I don't know if you saw, but they I think before Shedeur, they invited Justin Fields.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm good. You know?
Yeah, at least he made the right choice, though. He shouldn't have been in there. Same with Shedeur. So, like, you can't just go to the ball.
And Deion comes out as like, I'm proud of my son. Yeah. He made the Pro Bowl his first year. It took me 3 years. It's like, Deion, like, come on. Man. You know what I mean? But anyway, so what's happening with that is Shedeur's going to be in some trouble because his entire offensive line is in free agency. Every goddamn person, and you know, if they get a chance to get out of there, they're getting out of there. I believe. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah!
The entire starting offensive line for the Browns is on the outs. You know,
free agents, every single one of them. I bet I don't know. They'll probably have to sign one of them. I know the left guard, Benito, is pretty good. They'll definitely have to re-sign one of them. But I don't know how they're going to pay for all 5 of them in the 1 year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to go into the draft. And, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, so the Browns are hurting.
Yeah.
And, well, they are who they are anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say shocker. The Browns are going to suck again.
Yeah. And, excuse me. So I don't know if you heard about this Teddy Bridgewater or not. You obviously know Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep.
But do you remember how he came back? Right, he was head coaching a football team, right?
Yes.
A high school football team.
Yep.
And they end up firing him. Here, let's see right here. So the Florida Senate passed. They calling it the Bridgewater Bill. Okay. And kudos to Teddy. Do you know the details on all this or no? Not at all. No. So Teddy Bridgewater was in Florida, head coach, inner city, and what he was doing was he was helping kids get to school, like paying for Ubers, like paying for kids to go back and forth, helping them with books and things they needed. You know what I mean? Which you're like, oh, that is so noble, right?
Right.
Well, lo and behold, they fire him because they're like, oh, that's not right. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like he was paying players to come to that school and play or whatever. Yep. You know what I mean? He was just, dude, it's some of these kids just don't have money. You know what I mean? The Teddy Bridgewater Bill. So Football Forever says the Florida Senate unanimously passed a Teddy Bridgewater Act, a bill that would allow middle and high school coaches to use up to $15,000 of their own funds to support student athletes with food, transportation, and recovery services. That's pretty noble to me. I think that is a very good thing. You know what I mean? Good for Florida. Long as it's used in the right way, right?
Yeah.
We can agree with that,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So now, so there's not too much news going on,
Not yet.
Not yet. So let's get into where. So I don't know if you were tuning in last week, but things got a little haywire, right? Internet went crazy, and we're gonna kind of pick it up where we kind of thought we were leaving off, right?
Yep.
So we were talking head coaching, the new hires, right? So it was, who do we think is going to succeed?
Yep.
And who do we think is not, right?
Yes.
And I kind of gave my 2 cents on it a little bit. I think I had Joe Brady, who is obviously he was the offensive coordinator, familiar with that team. And I do believe Harbaugh is going to bring that team to another level. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily saying promised land, but he's definitely going to make him a competitor for sure.
I agree.
I think the NFC East, you might see it. I think it might be a battle with all 4 teams, and Saleh, he's a good coach. Let's see how he is as a head coach. Because we all agree that the Jets used him as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
They muffed him. You know what I mean? What do you think on this list here? You know what I mean?
I agree with those 3. I think those teams are going to be better than they were, or at least the same with Buffalo's case. I think they'll be right around the same, but Giants are going to be much better. Saleh, I think, is going to be much better with Tennessee. I remember last week you said you think they might get to 9 wins, 10 wins. Is that what you said? With Tennessee?
Yeah. Oh, so what did they have? 4 this year, 3 or 4? I think he's a defense, and they brought in Daboll as well. You know what I mean? So I think they'll be. I think they'll be either 500 or a game or 2 below, which is a step. You know what I mean? You're not gonna change the world in a day. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Yeah, Joe Brady, I think you're not going to see much changing there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they need a number one receiver. I think that's Buffalo's big thing.
Yep.
Is they don't have that big time receiver, and they need to work on their defense. You know,
for sure. We talked about McCarthy. I don't think he's going to do very much in Pittsburgh. I think that was just, like we said, get Aaron Rodgers back there. He probably had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think they're going to decline.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think that's going to be a declining team for sure. The other teams, I don't think much is going to change for Atlanta, Arizona, Cleveland. Definitely not. I mean, that's a dumpster fire. Vegas, I don't think it's going to get better right away, but they've got some young, good players. Genty, they've got Brock Bowers, who's good. The other tight end, Mayer, he's also good.
And they're talking number one? What's his face there?
Yep, Fernando.
Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm. You could rise Vince Lombardi from the dead, right?
Yep.
Like Weekend at Bernie's, and put him in Cleveland, and he's still gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely. And then Baltimore's in there. Like Baltimore, I think they're gonna be similar. I don't think Minter was the best choice for them, but we'll see. Maybe prove me wrong. I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, because there's talks, and even in Arizona with that's what Mike LaFleur, is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, because they might be shopping Kyler Murray, which he came out hot, and he's kind of a disappointment. I believe.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Right now he's been injured a few times, and he's just hasn't played. His best year was probably his first year when they started out like 9-0.
Right.
Second year.
Right. Oh yeah. So, Zach, we're moving along, and we're kind of going to look into the future a little bit. So we're going to take these coaching hirings into play, and just kind of take a look at the future, right?
Sure.
You know, I know we're jumping the gun. We're not even in free agency yet, but we're going to take a look and see what teams we think will or will not make the playoffs, right?
Okay.
So we got the old tier, our good old friend, the tier. We love the tier. I love the tier. You know what I mean?
Tiers.
So what I got here, okay, I have will make it back to the playoff. Now we're just talking about playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. So what will make it back, and on the bubble, we got the bubble teams, right?
Yep.
And then we have good, but they just missed the playoffs. And then the absolutely no. N-O-P-E. Nope. All right. So Zach, you want to just start? What do we got? The AFC North? Is that the first lineup we got here?
That's the start, and we can put the first one right into nope. That's pretty easy.
All right. So we're gonna put you sure we could.
Nope. All right, we're going to go right in there. Nope.
All right, we'll go nope. All right. And then we have, I mean, every year we say, come on. You know what I mean?
Yep, they're not a guarantee, so they're not up top. They could be on the bubble, but they could be like the same in the last few years. It'd be good, but like not even really in it at all. So.
Right. Are we talking the Bengals now, right? We're talking the Bengals?
Yes.
All right. So the Bengals we're gonna put as a nope or a good butt?
No. I think they're definitely a good butt. That's the lowest I'll go. Like on the bubble, I want to put them on the bubble because I feel like they should be in the playoffs, but they're never there.
They should be.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose Hendrickson, right? He's gonna go. He's gonna get out of there to free agency. Right?
Yeah, that defense is just doesn't put up enough of a fight. Joe Burrow, and if Joe Burrow gets hurt, it's over. And he's been hurt a couple times in the last few years, so
it's over.
It's over.
All right, here we go. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm saying no, not even a chance. Like I don't think so.
I think they're going to be. You're not going to put them in the good butt.
No, I think they're going to. I think they're going to decline.
I think they're going to decline too, but good. But like, I feel like 500 or like below a game below, say 7-9.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll meet in the middle. We'll go good, but they're not making. I don't think they're making the playoffs. No way.
Absolutely not. I don't even think they're on the bubble. I just think they should be in the good but.
I think they'll be a tough team to play because they do have that defense. They'll be a tough team to play. But yeah, let's go good but.
Good but.
All right. So obviously, the Ravens didn't make the playoffs this year. They didn't. But I think we should somebody's got to win the division here, so they have to be in the playoffs.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I guess maybe we should change this to.
No, I think that's like the whole reason of it. Like I personally think they will be in it because those three other teams I'm almost positive will not be in it. So I think they're going to.
So we'll put them. Maybe I should have worded this different. Mm-hmm. So we'll say this will be back here. Or here, I'll change it right now. Watch this. We'll make it. There we go. How's that?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, whoops. We'll make it. All right. So we're going to put the Ravens up there. All right. So now we are on to the Patriots. We got to put them there.
I think they're going to be up top. No matter if they win the division or they get the wild card, it'll be like flip flop between them and the Bills. You know what I mean? One of them is going to win the division, and one of them is going to be in the wild card. I have a strong inkling at that. Both those teams right there in a row, Jets and Dolphins, I think can go with a nope.
So we're going to put nope and nope. Yeah. I'm going to put Buffalo. I'm going to put them on the bubble.
I like that. I think that's fine because they're most likely like they should, but like they lost some bad games last year. It could hurt them this year. Losing the coach, who knows? It could hurt them. So I like the bubble.
I think defense is going to be their thing. They need that. I hate to resort back to Andy Reid, Donovan McNabb, where they had the running back, they had Westbrook, they had the running back, they had Shady McCoy, but they never had that number one wide receiver. And then they get T.O., and they go to the freaking Super Bowl. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, all right. So now we're on to the West, the NFC West, the LA Rams.
I think both of those teams, honestly, will make it back to the playoffs. I think they were both incredible teams this year. I don't think they're really losing many people, either team.
Okay.
So
we'll put the Rams there.
I think they both should go up there. I think
right. Oh, you want to go both?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
San Francisco, I think we go with they're either on the bubble or good butt because, like, they were so strange this year. If they lose Christian McCaffrey at any time, they're not going to be a very good team.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm fine with putting them.
And Kittle's going to take some time.
Oh, right.
To come back. That's a pretty big injury.
Yeah, and that was very late in the year. You're right. So
and Brandon Ayuk is a douche. He's the worst. I think he just should be banished.
He's the
Any
worst.
team that picks him up, he's an asshole. You know what I mean? Did you see that thing with who's that? Neon? Who's that streamer? I guess every streamer he tries to work with, he's always like, I'll collaborate, but you got to pay me like $500,000 or something. Yeah. It's like, dude, you're kind of irrelevant at this point. You know what I mean? So 100%. We're gonna go a good butt, right?
Okay. Yep.
A good butt, and we'll just put this right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is a tricky division.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Washington is good. Jaden Daniels goes down. All right. Are they losing Bobby Wagner, who is, he's still got some juice.
Yep.
And he's a leader. He's a defensive leader. Is he going to retire? Are they going to keep him? They lose Zach Ertz. He's gone. You know what I mean? I think he's retired.
He's gone.
Because that was, yeah. But it's all about Washington here, you know.
I like Washington. I really do. I kind of want to put them on the bubble because I feel like if they have a full team, they might be on the bubble this year. I mean, like they were really good with Jaden Daniels that first year. They went to the NFC Championship, so like, they were very good. I feel like they're going to be on the bubble this year. I feel like they definitely could make it in.
Right. Yes. And the Giants, they're definitely going to be better. Yes. I almost want to put the Giants on. Here's the weird thing. I kind of want to put. I think this division.
You think all they all could. On the bubble?
I think so. Yeah. Scadaboo's coming back. Neighbors is coming back. They have a good defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they got a good. Throw them on the bubble. Throw the Giants on the bubble.
We'll put them on the bubble. Now the Cowboys. I saw they just re-signed. They gave Williams.
Javonte, yeah.
They gave him
deal. On a cheap deal.
I think he just wanted to stay. You know, and he did well.
Oh yeah,
he did well. The problem is Dak Prescott. You know, I think he's getting like $76 million this year or something.
It's unreal.
And this is where you got to separate Dak Prescott. And, dude, it's early. Who knows? Like, you see a dude like Patrick Mahomes. You like or you don't like Patrick Mahomes. But he's always restructuring his deal to free up money. He just freed up like $40 million by restructuring, you know? And they probably were just I didn't see the details of his contract. But he does what's best for the team. Look at like a Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Never the highest paid quarterback ever. And he always it was about the team. So the Cowboys, okay. Now they have defensive struggles. They have a new defensive coordinator who is the Eagles D-back coach, okay. I could be very biased, so I'll let you take this one because at minimum I'm going to put him at good butt at minimum. Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah, you agree with that?
I feel like good butt is the lowest they can go.
Yes,
they're always like kind of on the bubble, but then it gets to like week 11, and then it's like okay, they're out. You know what I mean? So like. They don't really get to the point where they're actually on the bubble, like going towards the playoff run. Yeah. So good butt, I think is
a good butt. Dak Prescott's got a lot to prove. That whole Cowboys organization.
I'm just trying to think because like it's this year. It's not like based on last year. I feel like they have to be better next year. So like you know what I mean.
And I think they're going to franchise tag, what's his face, George Pickens. Right?
Oh yeah. Well, they should. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
They're going to franchise tag. Is he going to be happy with that? That's another thing too. You know what I mean? He's in because some of these guys don't like the tag. They want a contract. You know what I mean? I wish we could leave it right here in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll put him right here. All right, the Eagles. Vic Fangio coming back. I'm actually excited about this new offense. I think it's going to be an offense that we haven't seen. It's not going to be that stale. Every every play is a hitch route. They had more hitch routes than any other play. From the sounds of it, everybody who says that A.J. Brown is getting traded. I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he's going anywhere.
It could just be a whole bunch of hype. Who knows? They could be. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. I feel like that's going to be a pretty big story, this free agency, whether he stays or whether he goes.
Right. So I will put. I
think they can go up there. I think they can go up there just because either they're still going to win the division or even if they don't.
They'll make it back.
Yeah, even if they don't win the division, I feel like they'll be a guarantee in the wild card within those three teams that are good enough record-wise. So,
right.
I think they're going to make it back.
All right, so now we are in the AFC West. Old Old Justin Herbert here. Okay,
Yep,
so new D coordinator, right? They need an offensive line. That's what they need.
Big time. They're gonna get a couple guys back next year. They're gonna get Joe Alt back, left tackle. He's a good tackle. So I mean, they're gonna get some guys back. And if they draft another guy in the first round, who knows? Maybe they'll go offensive line. I think they're on the bubble. It's not a guarantee that they make it back, but they're going to be on the bubble.
So we'll put them on the bubble. All right, here we go. Let me click over here on the bubble. All right, I like it. So we have at least, we have some division winners, and not to say that on the bubble, that these could be wild cards, what I mean?
Exactly, 100%.
So far we only got 3 division winners and 4 possible division winners in a wild card. You know what I mean? Could this be Stafford's farewell tour? Who knows? Yep. I'll tell you what, that Puka Nacua, I mean, he's still gaming, but he's getting very, very out there, getting involved in a lot of things. I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a strange guy, honestly.
Yeah, him and Cooper DeJean are out hitting the old WWE dating app. You know what I mean? They're both dating wrestlers,
Who's Puka?
Whatever. Oh, shoot. I can look it up real quick. Actually, I can look it up in 2 seconds. Who is he dating? Puka Nacua. Where is it? Football right here. Puka Nacua. Where is it? Oh, of course. Okay. I'm trying to look for his face. Puka. Where is he? Oh, did you see the Browns or the Bears are moving? I still think they're going to be the Cleveland Browns or the Cleveland Bears. Or
the Chicago Bears?
Jesus Christmas. Dude, I cannot multitask at the same time. So they're moving to in the north end of Indiana, which is literally 30 minutes from Chicago. Yep. You know what I mean? It's going to be like the Giants and the Jets playing in New Jersey. What is her name here?
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair. Yes.
Ric Flair's daughter. Really?
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's Ric Flair's daughter. Yeah. She's been in the WWE forever. She's one of the best women of all time, for sure. She's a 14-time champion.
I didn't. It's funny because I saw the name and I didn't even put it together. I didn't even think of it. Yeah,
Ric Flair's daughter.
Woo! Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So let's move on. We got the Chiefs. We got is Kelsey going to retire? Is he not? I bet you he comes back. I don't think so either. But Rashid Rice in some more trouble. That dude, he's another one of those. Yep. And is Mahomes going to be ready for the season?
Yep. I think it's going to be if Mahomes can make it back and play well, I want to put him in good butt, honestly.
I think the era is over. They need a running back. Let's do it, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now we got the Raiders, the Vegas. Yeah, they're going to be rebuilding.
Yeah.
And this is a tough division, too.
Yeah, the rookie might play well, and they might start to increase and get better, but there's no way in hell I think they're making the playoffs. So, that's
right.
Maybe good, but I don't think they'll be good either. Right.
So it's kind of a middle bracket. So we'll put them here, but we can't, so we got to put them there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, the Broncos. I think the Broncos will be back. They got a good defense.
They got a great defense. They have a great team.
Oh yeah. And now we're moving on to the Colts, the mystery Colts.
Yep.
Who's their quarterback?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I believe Danny Dimes was a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah, and what did he do? He ruptured his Achilles, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he had that broken femur, or It was a fractured or cracked femur or fibula or something like that. Remember that? He was playing with it, though.
Maybe it was a fibula, because femur is like, if you hurt your femur, you're done.
Yeah, it was, but he was playing. It was like fractured.
Yeah, so probably his fibula.
And Anthony Richards wants out. He wants out, which, whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's the only quarterback in history who looks for a sub. Like, I need a sub for one play. You know, you've never seen that in your life. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to be, they're on the decline, honestly.
So do I. I think we can still put them at probably good butt, because they got Jonathan Taylor. But then again, I really don't see them making the playoffs. So, like, we could just put them in nope. But I feel more of I think they're going to go, because look what they did last year. Yeah, they had a slight resurgence of, like, maybe with Phillip Rivers, but it was more of a they still lost every game with him. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, but they were still like, it was excitement, but that was about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Here we go. The old Tennessee Titans. Okay.
Yep.
So we got Saleh. We got Dable. I think they're going to be better. It will be nice for, hopefully, the Titans organization gives these coaches a year or two to actually, like, progress and not just be like, you suck this year, you're out, like they do with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm going to put
the Titans. Good butt, I think.
A good butt?
Good butt.
All right. Good butt. The Jaguars.
I think the Jaguars. I'm pretty high on the Jaguars. I think they're going to win that division, and I think they're going back.
Make it back. Okay,
I think they're going back, and then I think the Texans are going to be on the bubble. We're going to put them on the bubble because I think they'll still be really good, and I think they will end up making the playoffs.
Right.
But I think the Jaguars are going to win the division, so I want to put Texans on the bubble because they.
Right.
The offense is a problem. CJ Stroud is a problem.
Hold on. We jumped the gun.
Oh boy.
Fishing with J-Dub. Titans. Good, but we ass. We ass. Oh, yes. So he is agreeing with us that they're going to be good, but we ass at the same time. Oh, yeah. So, and there was also rumors of what's his face getting traded. Stroud, you know what I mean? Yep. But I think he just had a bad second half of the year. You know what I mean? He never came back from that injury. I think they should have pulled him and stuck with Mills, you know?
Yep.
I think they had a better chance. So the Texans, we're going to put them on the bubble?
Yeah, on the bubble, definitely, because they're going to be – their defense is too good not to be right in the playoff conversation. So they're definitely
they are a playoff caliber. If they get their offense together –
Right.
They're going to be
nasty.
Really good. Nasty. Now we move on to the NFC South, where everybody goes to die. The division that a 500 team can make the playoffs. Right?
Absolutely.
It seems like there's no ever dominant year. Maybe when when Atlanta went to the Super Bowl and choked, that was probably the best. Other than that, you know.
Yeah, the Bucs were good for a few years with Tom Brady, and they kind of carried that over. And then Baker's been playing well with them. I think they're the best team in the division going forward. But I don't have confidence saying they're going to win the division. So I think the first two teams both go on the bubble because it's going to be one of them. You know what I mean?
Right. We'll put the Bucs and we'll put the Panthers on the bubble.
Oh yeah, because it's going to be either of them are winning the division. Especially Panthers are getting better. Bryce Young's starting to play somewhat better at times. So
right. Oh yeah.
These two teams, I think, are both nopes.
See, I think the Saints are going to be better.
They could be better, but I can't say good.
Okay, all right. Because I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like they're going to surge. See, I feel more that the Falcons are going to be a nope. Because they have Penix
Yeah, no, terrible. What do you do? Tear his ACL for the 4th time or something?
Right. So they kind of need a quarterback, you know, and
Kirk Cousins, who knows what's going on there?
And Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go nope. We're gonna put him in a nope.
We could. They just are one of those scrappy teams. They got good players and they can win games sometimes. But then again, I don't know if I want to call them good. So. And
there's rumors that Pitts is gonna be. He might get traded, or he might. Yeah, but I don't know. And now we have the. See, good to go back. I would almost put the Saints. My gut tells me the Saints.
All right, let's go with Saints. Well, they were pretty good with Shug at quarterback. And,
I think a year where they're like, "You're our man. You're our man." You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And dude, there's rumors not that this affects the Saints, but Derek Carr, I think, is going to come out of retirement and could help one of these teams out. The Colts. Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe the Falcons. Who knows? You know? All right. Anyway, so let's move on. We got the Detroit Lions. Okay. And I just saw a thing today where they're going to make Jahmyr Gibbs the highest paid running back.
Yeah.
Which he deserves it. That dude's the machine.
He's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
But that is expensive for a running back. But this guy, knock on wood, he just seems like one of those guys who is going to get rarely injured, you know what I mean? He just seems like he's not like he's between the tackles a lot. He's an outside guy, passing running back. Unless barring some horrible injury, this guy seems like he's going to be playing on that team at running back for a long time. I think he deserves the money. He's really good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was down the stretch. He was the whole team. He was the team. Where are we going to put? I feel like they might be a bubble team, or
yeah, they're bubble. Yeah, for sure. Because I think back-to-back years, I thought like the year that they went to the playoffs and were the 1 seed, I was like, this team should be going to the Super Bowl. I mean, they were insane. Mm-hmm. Lost early, which was tough. And then last year was just a kind of a disappointment. They lost a lot of games that they should have won. So I think they're going to be on the bubble, and I think they'll be okay this year. And fine.
Oh yeah. And now we got the Indiana Bears. Bears.
I think the Indiana Bears are making it back. I think making it back.
I think so too. I think Caleb Williams is in a good headspace.
Yep.
Ben Johnson is definitely got them going in the right direction for sure. Talk about an offensive coordinator, creative offensive coordinator. You know, you might not like his antics, but his team loves him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now the Green Bay Packers.
I think they're still on the bubble.
Me too. I'm with you.
Yeah, I think they're still on the bubble. Well. Josh Jacobs should have a better year. I think they'll be right there in the same conversation as they were the previous year.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be at best a wild card team. They're not winning the division at all. You know.
Yep.
And then we got 9. Will 9 be back? You know what I mean?
I think they will bring him back. For sure. They spent a draft pick on a couple of years ago. I think they bring him back.
Yeah, and everybody's like, oh, Tyreek wants to go there, but they already have Justin Jefferson. They have what's his
Addison.
face? Yeah,
Jordan Addison. Yep.
Oh yeah. So we'll put them. Guess we got to put them as I think they'll be
fine. Like good, but I think they're gonna have. Yeah, I think they'll have 6 or 7 wins. You know what I mean?
So Zach, there is our jumping the gun next year's playoff look.
I like it.
Kind of. I mean, we got some new teams here. We got Washington. We got the Panthers. We got the Giants. The Giants making a surge here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I tell you, the Giants are going to scare me. The Giants will scare me. I'm worried about the Giants. As an Eagles fan, I think they're going to be somebody for sure. They're definitely going to give trouble to all these teams. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If they stay healthy. Because, dude.
Absolutely. I mean, they have an incredible young lineup. Like, they have rising stars left and right. So
and with Neighbors coming back, because I don't think Dart even played a single game with Neighbors at all.
He didn't. No, Neighbors got hurt in like week 2 or 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, looking good. So I don't know. So let's move on. We got one more little thing here. You know what I mean? One more little thing. Okay. Have you seen the Titans' new look? They have a new look, a new logo.
I'm itching to hear what
similar
J-Dub thinks about them.
Right? You know, it's basically, it looks like they lost the little swishy flame thing there. You know what I mean? Where they're just going to the old traditional, just because I think their old logo was their logo was the T, but it had that swishy flame thing. And they got rid of that, which I like. I like the cleaner, older. I hate like when the Jags came and they had the two-tone helmets. I think they look so dumb. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It kind of reminds me.
This is going to be their home helmet?
I think this is their helmet. This is their logo. This is their new logo, just the T with the 3 stars. Okay? And this is leaked. They haven't announced this is kind of a leaked thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, Fishing with J-Dub. I like it. It's close to the Oilers, which, I think they should.
Yeah, it is.
I like the Oilers look.
Oh, yeah.
I like the old team looks. I hate it when they try to. It reminds me of like the Every Given Sunday. I hate, dude, with the flashy, even like the XFL and the UFL. Dude, I like old school, traditional, like throwback jerseys are my thing. I think it's.
What do you think about the Super Bowl like logos? How they were like completely different back then, and now they're all like. Have you seen that at all? Like posts like that where like the old Super Bowl logos used to look much cooler, had a lot going on. Now it's just like the Roman numeral and that's it.
Yeah. Dude, it's simple, clean. That's, you know what I mean? Less is more. Less is more.
I agree.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but there's an interesting thing with the Tennessee Titans. You know, it's kind of a little homage to J-Dub, you know? Robert Saleh has assembled the all-bald coaching staff. Can you see that?
Yeah.
The all-bald coaching staff. Look at these domes. Look at them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. All bald.
All bald. Dude, in the comments, it's like their advantages are going to take their hats off on a sunny day in the glare. They're not going to see the glare from. And the dude, poor Dabo. Look at, they make his head so big. Look at the size of that melon. You know what I mean? So that is the all bald coaching staff.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah. All right. We went through the show, clean. Oh, hold on, we got comments coming in. That's all. I didn't even realize it either, and I saw it the other day, and I was like, this is hilarious. We got to throw this in there. So yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the latest and greatest.
Yep.
It's gonna get kind of crazy here. March 11th, I believe is it the 11th or 4th is free agency? I think it's the 11th.
I think it's later, yeah. I think it's the later one.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see... They are saying that this is not the best free agent class.
Yeah, it's not...
That...
There's not too many names out there that... there's a couple people obviously from Ohio State and the first pick, and then the guy from Oregon who was supposed to be the second went back to college. He didn't want to go to the Jets, so...
Oh, you're talking about the draft.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're talking about just free agency?
Just free agency, yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like, yeah. But no, the draft, what they're saying, it's possibly... it's maybe a good edge rusher draft, a cornerback draft, Not a heavy QB draft. I know everybody's heavy on Mendoza. But anything you want to add before we get out of here and move on with our Sunday,
Not much, just that as the news is coming out, we'll hop on and give the news to everybody as it comes through. Might be some lower times, but we'll make something up, right?
Right. Yeah. We'll see. We might take a week off. We'll see if it's a busy week or we have some fun ideas. Next week might be an iffy. You know what I mean? We'll let you know. And but yeah, I mean, it's about that time to get out of here, right?
Oh yeah.
Zach, always a pleasure.
Yep. Always.
You're looking good. Looking good.
Thank you.
Getting ready for this big snowfall here we got, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to get a good amount of inches as well. I think we're supposed to get like 48 or something.
Well, I have a dentist appointment in the morning, and I hope it gets canceled.
Yeah,
I really don't want to go. I really don't want to go. Because they just tell me bad things, and I'm terrible, All right, Zach. Till next time, right?
All right, Kev.
All right, everybody. Peace out.
Joy, you better run because we're hanging them high. We got the 6 guns, we're having big fun. A little lesson because we're doing it right. A little moonshine, tequila's just fine. A little taste of the cowboy pie.